Mhm. Hi, Miras. Can you hear me? Can you hear my voice?
Hey,
Hey, good evening.
good evening too.
Yeah, good evening, right? What time is it?
It's 8 p.m. Oh, yes,
8,
p.m.
8, yeah, 8 p.m. 8 and 8, right?
8.
8 and 8. Well, have you been anxious for this meetup? Have you been anxious or something like that? No, right?
And choose?
Anxious, yeah. Like this on the chat box. Anxious.
Anxious, yes. Um, I think no, because the period of the last time we the last lesson I have teached something new. I have learned some new practice, new tactics, and I think no actions, no. And instead, in contrast, I have more confidence, I think.
Ah, marvelous. That's great. So we can dive on new stuff. Before we start, do you have any question?
Question. I
Maybe
think I don't have any
not
question.
yet, right? Maybe not.
Not
Maybe
yet.
not now. Um, okay. Uh-huh. So I would like to start, to talk about the future of transportation. Have you ever heard about Elon Musk and the company Tesla?
Yes, of course.
Yes,
It's
yes.
renowned people. People
Yeah, so
or
that's
person.
quite cool. What's your
Mm.
general opinion about his company, the idea behind electrical cars, um,
Mm.
in general?
So, um, sooner or later, our resources in the world were disappear, were gone, would gone. I mean,
We'll
and
be gone. Yeah, we'll be
we would be
gone.
gone. So, the idea of having electrical cars,
Electrical.
electrical cars. It's a good idea
Mm-hmm.
because by making that kind of cars, we are creating a perspective for our future, opportunity, possibility to live more comfortable. To like,
What kind of comfort
it's
can we get in life? What kind of comfortability we can get in life if electrical cars become the new trend and the new standard in the industry? What kind of
to be honest,
comfort does it give? Oh,
like um regular cars, they have
mm-hmm.
more comfortable play. They are more comfortable to me,
I see.
even though they are harmful to environment,
Um,
because
but
um, like the speed of
comfortable. We'll say. Sorry for the interruption. Whenever you say for, you say not to me. You say for me. Comfortable for me. For me.
I say for you, or I say for me.
Yes, when you say it is comfortable for me. That instead of being to me, it's for me.
It's for
Yeah.
me. It's okay.
Yes.
Um, it's comfortable for me because their speed, their mobility, if their mobility,
Mobility. Mobility.
mobility. Yes, you mean yes, all right. Their
Mm-hmm.
mobility, there are a lot of aspects that are much better than regular cars, or than electrical cars.
Electrical
But
cars.
electrical cars, they're they're how's that saying?
It's
That's
yeah. I'm gonna translate that from
percent,
Russian to
percent,
English.
percent. How's it percent? When the
A person, the
when
symbol
the energy
person.
is gone, it will gone.
Uh-huh. Mhm. What is your perspective in regards of how energy? economizing can be electrical car in comparison to a car that uses petrol or gasoline. Um, I mean, when it comes to economy of resources such as gasoline, natural resources, how can your automobile, electrical automobile be more
Mm.
sustainable than cars based on petrol, based on gasoline, alcohol, and so on? How do you put it?
Oh, how's their beneficial for it? How's their benefit for
Yeah,
it?
economically
Um,
speaking.
Okay, so I think there are no benefits to be, honestly, because people
Mm-hmm.
often do like they just show that it is benefits. It's much more uh, nicer than regular than usual vehicles because they to create that kind of cars you have to
Mm-hmm.
use fabrics that are that
Mat-
have
mat-
air pollution to environment that
material,
are carbon
material.
emission pollution
Yeah,
they're all
fabric is like this. Fabric. This is a
uh,
fabric.
no new fabric
Probably that's material.
factory
Material. A
factory
factory.
I mean
Yeah.
factory yes
There's a lot of
uh,
factories to manufacture
Because
uh,
mine, because in my
products.
language, the factory is called fabric, so I forgot.
It's mixed.
Yes, it's
For,
mixed.
uh-huh. I see. I see. No problem. Well,
So
so
it is just a showing that it's healthy, but actually it's not.
okay. So how would you sum up the whole situation? How would you sum up uh, the conclusion, wrap up this
Uh,
whole context?
sum up like
Yeah,
my
your point.
as I mentioned it, will sooner or later will need a car. We will have to use cars, electrical cars,
Mhm.
electro automobilities, but
Did you what did you say before mobility? What did you say before the word mobility?
electrical mobilities,
Uh,
automobilities,
electric, electrical,
electrical automobilities,
automobiles.
automobiles,
Yeah, automobiles.
electrical automobiles.
Hmm.
Um, if our technologies will not develop, we will not face that change in near five or near decades.
Hmm.
Um,
Good, great, fantastic. Yeah, I agree most part with your point, Miras. Due to the fact that you brought the idea of um, somehow while they are economizing one way, they are spending so much in another. While they are being in green color in one side, they are being gray color on another side. It feels like they are giving with one hand and taking with another.
mm,
Um, and when we look at the whole scenario, it feels like they are just pretending they are not polluting the environment because they pollute to manufacture the batteries, to
mm,
manufacture the shells, to manufacture the electrical
yeah.
components, the minerals, the mining to get those materials
Yes, all of that
is
compounds needs. Yes.
extremely environmentally aggressive.
Mm,
So taking this point into consideration, it feels like there is even a term for it.
mm,
It's like they are using makeup. They are somehow solely disguising their truthful actions. Yeah.
understand.
Anyway, so before we move on to another topic, would you like to say something, ask something, mention something, um, before we
For
move on
what?
to another topic?
Um, I noticed that we have a some how that's called, like we do, like we have in the first lesson we studied about part one, in the second lesson of part two, and in the today we're having part three questions, isn't it? Or what?
I don't know. It feels it's more like topics, more the most used topics, though we are not being totally specific. Um, but yeah, as I said, I'm not going so specifically in what they want because you have to know more and to know more of what they are demanding from you. You gotta get out of the zone to see what is around in terms of
Mm,
subject, knowledge, information, so on, so on. So no,
okay.
it's not part three.
It's just a
Oh,
easy question because it's a question when you have to doubt, when you have to argue and think really, and not a regular routine question like do you prefer tea or coffee and so on.
yeah, I do believe the best questions are the ones we have to think through. We never, also the question that we never answered before, due to the fact that when we go for a question that we never answered before, it
Mm,
forces us to think actively,
mm,
because we don't even have the opinion about that. We have to, okay, I never talked about it. It's the first time I'm answering this question in my life.
mm.
Yeah.
It's only our
Um,
opinion. Mm,
okay, so if you could buy a electrical car right now, if you had like
yeah.
5 million, no, $10 million on your bank account, would you buy a normal car or an electrical car? And why?
What do you say to first, what car you said?
Electrical
Electoral
car,
and
or normal car, like that uses
normal,
gasoline.
electrical and normal car. Um,
I
it
mean,
depends on
it yeah, it depends on
it
which
depends
conditions.
on the type of car,
Okay.
respectively. And like if it's
Yeah, there are Chinese
uh,
cars, and then yeah, there are many Chinese electrical cars nowadays.
I do not have large cool knowledge about the type of
And
cards. I do
knowledge,
not that I'm not somebody that likes
knowledgeable.
cars. I do not care
Okay,
about that thing, that stuff.
so do I.
So if I had a chance to choose the best electrical car and the best
Mhm,
just regular car,
mhm.
if you, and by saying a regular car, you mean Lamborghini? So I will
Lamborghini,
choose
yeah.
Lamborghini. I will choose Lamborghini, of course.
Lamborghini for sure. Okay. Also, there is another point we must take into consideration, which, by the way, it is the maintainability. How to maintain an electrical car? How can you recharge an electrical car? In order to recharge an
Um,
electrical car, you need to have a power to
I think we
recharge the
charge.
batteries. Yeah,
Yeah,
yes.
I think
So
to
that
charge electrical car, we
mhm.
charge it as the same way we charge our phones. Like,
Perhaps, though I think it demands more amperage. Amperage is like the strength
yeah,
of the electrical
because
energy.
I saw it earlier that some people charge their phone like literally there's how's that thing's called to charge your phone?
A switch, so
Charger,
no,
yes, or
the charger, that charger,
yes,
yeah, the charger, and
they
there's a
use
USB
charger
connector.
to charger to charge.
Yeah,
uh,
yeah, they use the charger to
to charge.
charge.
So I saw that in when you fuel your car, uh, how that thing's called. Anyway,
Uh,
you charge it the same way, or you will charge it by sun power, maybe.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I argue that the unique point that person must take into consideration is the electrical infrastructure from their own house. It must be suitable to
Mm,
match with the electrical power needs from yeah in the car.
mm.
Okay, let's move on to the next topic. So you asked if it was speaking three. No, it's not. Yeah, let's move on to what about the importance of learning foreign languages? Which language is gonna be the most spoken in the future on your point of view?
The most powerful,
Spoken
you mean?
language. I mean, most spoken, not the
Ah,
powerful. I
um,
don't know. Most like people, more people speak. Like, what's the first, the
yes, yes,
second, the
yes.
third most spoken language in the world from your point of view? Like, on the next 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, and why do you believe
Um,
these are the languages? What are the evidence? What are the motivations behind it?
in the following century, I think nothing will change like as today. I mean, English today is the most spoken language, and of course Chinese, and it has a group in its English like Mandarin and so on. There's a lot of types of Chinese. I think these languages will dominate on the world around the world because uh, there is a lot of people that speak it.
Yeah, Chinese, Hindi, but Hindi they are replaced their own language with English. On the Chinese, it's not so attractive, especially for anybody trying to learn it. Even native speakers,
Um,
do you know that there is a phenomenon that people forget? The native speakers from Chinese language, they forget the characters when they grow up. It's really common. They forget how to write down the characters.
Even
Um,
Chinese people, they
yeah,
forgot how to write if they
how
are
to write
not
the
remembered.
characters, the
Mm.
ideograms, the pictograms, these symbols. It's too tough, too hard to memorize thousands and thousands of different characters. The
I
person must be
think the
practiced,
point is
but they
not that
can.
people. Oh, you're
Yeah, go
speaking.
on, go on.
I think the point is not that Chinese is hard. I think the point is that the Chinese will dominate in the following century in the all aspects of the life, like as he does today, because we're rely on Chinese on different kinds, like to make an iPhone, to make an I don't know the cars as we mentioned it. We
Hmm.
were rely on Chinese, and that's the reason why it's possible. It's apparently that in future we'll rely on Chinese, rely on China.
Yeah,
We're forced.
probably as when it comes to manufacturing. Though in the future, with the advancements of AI and robotics, the most the most powerful strength of China is the quantity of people, which by the way,
Yes,
it is in a scale of 1 billion
it's
four
cheap
hundred million.
work. Yeah.
And though India now has more people than China. Um, However, quantity will not be something important in the near future because Amazon and they are investing a lot, millions of dollars into research to develop robots with AI that can do what a human being can do. So they would not go for China to put
You mean they will
a
translate the
factory.
Chinese? Yes.
Yeah, because China is strong because they can use the humans, right, on the factories. But on the near future, the future the factories are going to be most part of it with robots rather than people. People will not do the repetitive jobs as we do nowadays. And they are already replacing little by little. In Amazon factories at this very moment, in the warehouses, they are already robots trying
Mm.
to they are training there. Um, so I don't know. The future is gonna be really impressive, and
Hmm.
let's see what
Uh,
happens.
you're forcing me to worry about the future.
Maybe. Actually, the future is exciting, so no need to worry about it.
Mm.
Well, so do you think that technology can really truly replace human interactions, or does it only simulate them? As you know, there are chatbots, and every single second, every single moment, every single year, AI is getting better. Who knows if tomorrow will exist a body
Um,
indistinguishable from human being, indistinguishable. What about that? Can technology replace human interactions, or does it only simulate them? Why or why not? Why? What do you think?
okay. Also, the technology are developing with fascinating fascinating speed in on the world around the world. I think it will not rely. It's not related to me because by the time the technology will dominate on people, so they will have they will taking the most significant. They will take the most powerful curses. They will be in brief. They will be the most powerful, the most smart people. It will not relate to me because by that time, I think I'll pass away. Like
May,
in the
are you sure?
I'm sure I'm that in the following
Following
in the
decades.
next century, in the next decades, it will not like have a business to me, like any business, any interactions to me. But unfortunately, or and ironically, my job is dependent on technologies. My future job that I'm going to work.
Yeah, it depends on the technological usefulness. If it's
Mm.
useful, so there are jobs, and if there are jobs, there are, first and foremost, must exist problems because every job exists for solving problems. Okay, so there are problems. You bring the solution for these problems, but every time passes by, new, more complex and more powerful problems come up. So technology is going to be demanded more and more and more to solve this huge, giant, colossal problem more and
Mm.
more and more. So
Uh,
technology is not, it will be forever around here as long as we have problems to solve.
it will not it will not ever and yet I think yes, if people are have a brain, if they are thinking, if they are smart really, they will not mm, they will
They will
not
not
do it. They will not technology to
uh,
do it.
they will not let themselves to be dominated.
Yes, they will not
No.
mm, to do it. Technology. They will not. So
They will not allow technology to control themselves.
yes, they will not control themselves.
They will
I
not
forgot.
allow
Yes.
technology to control themselves.
Mm.
Yeah, they will not. We don't want
Hello,
technology
I
to
forgot that word.
allow, yeah,
Yes, hello.
allow.
I want to say it.
So, technology is a tool. Um, People think that in the future technology will actually it's already hybrid. Hybrid is like mix with us. Hybrid.
Mm.
As
Ah,
as
hybrid.
for
I know the word. Mm.
it is like, for example, the smartphone. It is hybrid with us. We communicate through it. We share a lot of information through it. We talk with friends through it, with family. We get knowledge from through a laptop, through a smartphone. On the future, every each time passes by, the closer is the connection.
Mm.
So
We are
far, I do think that
coexisting with technologies.
we will be one with the technology. It's
Mm.
like our eyes. If I take your eye, okay, you cannot say, Abraham, this eye is me. No, if you lose this eye, your eye, that eye, it's not you. It's
It's
only
part
a
of you.
tool, a part
Ah,
of you.
it's
It's
only
a
part.
tool. A part of you, it's a tool. So that is technology. It's gonna be very close to you, but it's not you. It's a tool. right? That helps you navigate on this universe.
I think that idea is too
AGI?
fictional. Too, yes,
Because,
it
yeah.
yeah.
Uh, all
Hmm.
right. So, okay, next
Absurd.
question. Okay, let's move on to economy. Economy and maybe emotional dilemmas. Which one's better? To be wealthy or happy? Can wealth and happiness coexist, or does the pursuit of one always undermine the other?
Um, if you mean like if you mean I will choose happy to be happy because I will have a lot of money. I will be wealthy. I will be well off. So I will be both happy and rich.
Yeah, that's a good thought. Though you have to remind yourself that you are imagining the result.
I
That's
think
the
there's a
result. What
wrong
about
like
the process? You need to walk a lot of steps
so
before
a lot of
reaching on the mountain of money.
mm. I think there's a wrong opinion like it's not necessary to be rich to be happy. Like
Mhm.
being happy do not make you being wealthy, being well off do not make you happy. It's it's incorrect in for most of people, but of course there's exceptions for it. Like if I had $1 million, of
Mhm.
course my whole life will be choose it. Like whose life will not change?
Eh,
If of course it's not a some dumb person who uh j- cost this or waste this money for like casino or that things that unnecessary bad things.
Yeah, wealthy and happiness. People most part of times they put one against another. Well, I think that fundamentally, if you have a way to help yourself and help the loved ones around you, not in all things, but at least in some things, you can relatively feel and live with optimal levels of happiness.
Mm.
Surely. Mhm. Do you think that happiness is a universal concept? Like, for example, there is a guy in China. His name is Nakamoto. There is a guy in the United States. His name is Washington. Do
Mm.
you think they think about happiness
The thing
in
do you
the
think that
same
the
way or
same is
different?
um of course different. Happiness it's something that was created by society. Like even the idea that I'm thinking that to be happy you have to be rich, it's like
Mm-hmm.
idea. I always like
Society, from the
I
society.
think yes I think that maybe money will this will decide tackle address my all my problems but I often saw people I often saw that kind of people that saying even there if they are rich even they have a money they still face another problems with coming with money like they lose their friends because to be rich they have to lose something anyway uh,
Indeed. Maybe
um,
only people interested in maybe the
yeah.
friends that they have are not their friends. They are only interested in the money. Maybe the people that are trying to connect with him, they are only trying to connect with his wallet. So it's complicated.
Um,
Indeed. All right, so let's go for the next question. What about have you ever seen in the television or outdoors, in the street, any kind of advertisement for fast food, cigarette in Kazakhstan?
um, Of course,
Have you
I saw it. I see it every day, every single day.
every day? Every day.
Um,
Yeah. So should
every.
it, do you think that these advertisements, these harmful products that are toxic, they are awful for the health? Do you think they
They're
should?
like
Do you think that they should be banned altogether, completely? Or what do you think about banning these advertisements about harmful products like fast food, cigarettes? That obviously
um,
they are bad for the health. Even the research points out about the bad sides of it. Should be banned the
um,
advertisement. What do you think?
I think first and foremost, firstly, I think um, fast food is harmful only if you eat too much.
I see.
And the first point, and
Balance.
make them
Take your time. No problem. She's not bothering. She's not annoying. If she screams, that's okay for me.
oh, she's asking me for one thing. So, where I come? Oh,
Um, First and foremost,
advertising is yes, I think it's there's in nowadays there's too much adverts that are make disturb you and things so on. But I don't think especially in my country in my society it will damage people because um our people are really I will not say that they are for healthy for some things that are nutritious, but they are not definitely that stupid to choose that to eat
fast,
that
fast food,
junk food. This
fast food, 24 hours a day. They will not choose that.
yes, junk
They
food.
have they have brain cells,
Yes,
at least.
everyone realize how it's releases how's that thing uh
They, they
release
everybody
realize like how
real everybody realize this
yes,
problem.
realizes how
Realize,
it's bad for your health.
realize, yeah, realize. Because release means
Yes,
how can I?
yes. I
Release is
released
like
something
oh,
announcing,
he was released from the prison, or the game was released, the movie was released.
yes, something like
Yeah,
uh,
too, as well. That's true. Yeah. So, what about the children? Maybe the parents they are smart, surely, but what about the
um
children? How can advertisement be regulated to prevent exploiting children
uh
or
in that case it's very detrimental.
that is surely they are not ready. They are not ready. Oh, you froze me, Russ. What's going on your computer? Perhaps your internet connection shut down.
What's
Hello?
awesome.
Oh, you came back. Okay, welcome back to Earth.
Okay, where I finished. I said there it's
Detrimental.
have a bad
Yeah.
consequences because like they're not thinking that it's good whether it's good or whether it's good or bad.
Hmm.
Um for example, my sister one day she will playing a game. It's called Roblox, like
Roblox. Yeah, Roblox. So
Roblox,
famous as a
and
game. Yeah.
it's a really renowned game. So
Everywhere, like a virus.
she somehow and somewhere saw it advertised or something or like Roblox often encourage you like try to you to donate on their products on their game. They like
Yes.
they'll try to
They wanna
you
sell
forced to do
products.
it. Yes,
And
and
they
you realize what she did, and she donated. She donated about $30 or 40. I don't know. And
donate. Donate.
donate. She
It's
donates.
not yeah, donate, yeah.
Donated. That's
Yes,
just
donate, yeah. But I mean, when I do this, it's like between quotation marks
oh yeah, yeah. In
because
our
it,
language,
it's
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 also
it's
yeah.
it's not a donation, right? She's buying the skin, she's buying
Ah,
the new visual. It's not a
again,
donation.
in
The,
my country language, it's
the,
called donate. Donate, it's like to give homeless people and something. Yes,
yes,
donating.
yes, that's donate.
Yes,
But the guys
donate.
are rich. The guys
Yes.
are swimming on the money. How can you donate
Yeah.
for these people?
Um,
She buy a
charity.
product.
Yes, they're donating for charity. Mm.
Ah, oh, really? Yeah, donating for charity. That's another example. Well, so we are talking about this thing, indeed. Um, have you ever have you ever had a bad opinion about any advertisement? For example, YouTube many times it bothers me time to time. But do you do you know what is the functionality? Why how do you imagine a world without advertisement? It will be totally good. Do you think advertisement has something good to bring on the table?
Um, Definitely, advertising it's not completely bad for whole world because that's how people are making money and by making hence that's why people are buying this their products their something their stuffs and by hence by buying these stuffs economic is growing.
Growing,
Yes, and
growing.
people are and economic is rising and so developing, and it's good for country.
The
Like
country,
in US is a very stereotypic country for this, but stereotype a stereotypic
stereo
country.
about what?
Like um,
Stereotypical
there's
country
like
about.
there bad people there, and so people. I think it's. I do not know it's whether it's true or bad.
If
It's
it's
true
true or
or not.
not.
Yes, but
What?
anyway, by having a lot of advertisements, especially in New York, you saw that big screen with
Yeah, on the cities,
advertise.
on the
Yeah,
buildings, really huge
yeah. It's
screens.
everywhere the adverts, like in the toilets, even the toilets, in the bathrooms.
Ah, that's too much. The
Uh,
guy's gonna poop. What's that? Ah, you are ready to buy new, our
yes,
paper? Our paper can clean your ass, huh?
and and if it's that case as US, it's too absurd. No,
Absurd,
definitely,
absurd.
yeah. We have to diminish that kind of advertise. The,
Yeah, diminish, diminish. Yeah,
we have to diminish that kind of advertise. I think so.
I agree with you, my friend.
Mm.
That's a real problem. We gotta handle this. Not everybody can see it. Not everybody. Well,
And as I'm usual people, I do not face that things, but when I see two adverb in my when I watch a film or when I watch a
move.
video in YouTube, movie I
Mm-hmm.
mean, no, not film, a movie or
Uh-huh.
a video, uh, I'm
In the
really
YouTube
hating the adverts. I want to say in
advert,
this.
yeah, yeah, the ads, the advertisements. They come like in 5 seconds, and there is somebody dancing. There is somebody trying to sell you.
Year by
I don't
year, the seconds, the time of adverts are rising, um,
rapid rate.
extremely rising. It's dramatic. I mean, uh, there like in the past, I think in the past, their adverts are continued for 5 seconds, and now they're continued for even for 1 minute, holding
Mm-hmm.
your 1 minute for it.
Your attention. Yeah. Nowadays they try to also produce a persuasive advertisement.
Mm.
Persuasive is the kind of advertisement that make you feel interested to watch it. Even though you are not interested in the product, you are interested in how the drama erodes, how the drama unfolds. The persuasive advertisement are really used nowadays. For example, I see
Mm,
there is a bank here in Brazil. The name is Bank of Brazil, Brazil Banking. The Brazil Bank, they have an advertisement which they show people dancing, play video games, and then all of a sudden there is a guy getting a credit card.
mm.
So somehow they are trying to mix with other contexts. Even though only a banking company, they try to mix with something else to make it more
With other
attractive,
aspect, yes.
persuasive, other
It
aspects of
is,
life,
yes. Like I also saw in TikTok like a lot of companies
campaigns,
have their own
companies,
a lot of companies they have own accounts, they have our
their own accounts, yeah,
accounts, and
in their
they're
Instagram, Facebook,
interacting with associated with public and
the users.
by first I saw it from Donald Trump and then it's grow on people are
They
starting
noted
to
on the past. Did you
uh,
notice that they were used to show themselves on the TV? Nowadays, TV it's not so important anymore. The best advertisement in politics, the best advertisement it's not on the TV anymore. It is on the internet.
but you know in there of course we're
Yeah,
not today we're not watching TVs like as it was in past
we
on
don't
past
even
days.
care about TV.
Yes. I it's for me only personally I watch
Mhm.
TV because that time in my childhood I didn't have a phone, so
Phone.
I was
Yeah.
forced to watch it, and now
Uh-huh.
children are watching a lot of videos, a lot of
YouTube.
animations and cartoons
Uh,
in their phone.
the internet.
And
Whatever.
even one
Mhm.
year old child
Yeah,
have their
baby.
own phone,
That's not.
their
That's
tablet.
not. That's crazy. We are welcome to the 21st century, where babies with 1 year old look at shiny screens till midnight. Okay. Let's go talk about other topic, really crazy topic. What about the history of space exploration? Um, as you know, there is SpaceX, and they invented a rocket that can go backwards. Like it can go on and then come back. Did you see that? The rocket
Rockets?
from, yeah, rockets. They can go and come backwards, like a car right now.
Mm,
Have you seen
um,
this? From the
I
SpaceX,
heard
they
about
already
it.
launched this kind of rocket. The advantage is it can be used again and again and again and again over and over. It's crazy. The rocket go on
Mm.
and it can come
So what's
backwards.
the advantage of this? Like to go upwards and backwards, and that's all, or what?
Yes, that's all. Because when they go on, they only go. They could not be used anymore. Rockets, they would be scattered. They would
So
not be
using
used
for only one
again.
time is
Yes, only one time. Bye bye. Now they can be used
the rockets you
one.
mean to
The
space,
rocket
yes?
that goes to
Uh,
space, indeed.
that goes to space. Okay.
Yes. Now they can come backwards.
Mm.
Exactly backwards. With the advantage of AI. Uh,
I see what you mean. I saw like in the past where used to just fly on a capsule on a cap on a capsule and just
a
fly
capsule
on space. Yes,
on the
from
orbit,
space
yeah, to
to
orbit space,
and
orbit
now
the
they're
Earth,
with their rockets going
we,
upwards and backwards.
and can go backwards.
Is this really true?
True? Dude, what word are you? I will show you. Look, take a look on it. I'm
SpaceX
going
that
to find out right now for you. Actually, it's not new. It has happened for more than 3 months already. SpaceX rocket, like what?
What is Elon Musk
Um,
is thinking about?
yeah, dude, this rocket is like 50 floors. Do you know what is a 50 floors?
50
50.
floor,
The size
50. I
of
mean,
it.
I
It's
know what
so
means 50 floors. I
it's so
know. Floors,
huge.
you mean?
Oh yeah, like
Uh,
houses. Imagine
like,
50 houses, one up another. That's the size of the rocket.
ah,
It's so huge.
apartment, you mean, by floats.
Yeah, it's only 50. It's 50 seconds video.
Um,
From the footage, it looks small, but it's really huge. That's the speed of the rocket.
1,500 kilometer per hour.
Kilometers per hour. Here, speedy.
Ah, I look at something different. At something different, and they do not lose any compounds of their rocket.
What?
They do not lose their compounds of rocket
No, no.
as
And
like.
they can put more payload on the rocket as well. They can
Mhm,
carry payload there and come back. And that's their
mhm.
huge advantage. I mean, it's so crazy. Look at that.
We're making small progresses every time.
So it went to space,
Mhm.
right? And yeah, after it came back.
They're like manage it to easy manage it. Or yes,
Yeah, yeah, it's like magic
easy to
because
manage. Hmm.
yeah, that's the power of engineering. And yeah, and the cooperation between thousands of people to make it happen. Not easy, bro.
Mm.
Even NASA didn't do it. Even NASA.
Supply from a lot of people, maybe.
Yeah. The future is brilliant, my friend.
Hmm. Comparing to past centuries, we're making a really in the 21st century, we're making a lot of progresses in technology in and at all in all types of
Field, field.
all yes things. But
Mhm.
I think we're not going to go to that way that we are to see that we will see an aliens.
Well, that's another subject. That's something completely different. But do you know that there are more stars in the universe than um, pieces of sand, grains of sand? Did you know a grain of sand? There are more
Yes, I know.
stars in the universe than all of the grains of sand in the earth.
Sent to ears, their energy,
No,
their grounds, yes, they're sent to
no,
ears.
no. I'm saying like this. That's an analogy. Look, do you know what's a grain of sand? Grain of sand.
Like one small
Really
sand.
small.
Yes,
Really small.
yes,
Yeah, really small.
yes.
If you count all grains of sand, all of them from Earth, okay,
Mm.
now you have a number. The quantity of stars in the universe is bigger than. Oh, your camera just froze. Let's wait
You
a little bit.
can continue to speak.
Okay. So the quantity of stars is way greater than the quantity of grain
Sounds
of sands.
again sounds
So of course there is life out there, though I don't know where, but there is.
hmm.
The probability is too, uh, you know, colossal, too. too
Yes, like
unbearable,
it's not impossible to that we are the only planet who has not
right?
only life, but a life that can think, that can that are smart and so on.
That can
Uh,
manage the resource. Yeah, I kind of
managers,
that
so
can manage the resources.
mm.
Yeah. Okay. So let's move on to another topic. What about UFOs? Do you know about UFOs? Have you ever heard about this? UFO?
USO.
No, no. UFO.
Ah, you mean an alien, their
Unidentified.
machine is alien machine or
Hmm.
what?
Well, it's an unidentified flying object. It's like object
Ah,
you
yes,
see,
yeah.
but you don't know
Yes,
what
yes,
is that. It
I know
happens
that.
a lot. It has happened many times.
Um,
UFO, unidentified flying object. Have you ever
I'm trying to understand.
have you ever experienced seeing a UFO before? Have you ever saw a UFO?
In
Like
my
something you
life,
saw in the sky in your life, but you didn't know what it was that.
you're saying that I saw that kind of things that all every day. No,
That's crazy, bro. Really?
um,
I mean,
not
people see most part of
I.
times airplanes, right? Airplanes and helicopters, jets, but
I mean, I do not saw that things ever in my life, and I think it's more imagine it. It's more fictional. It's more dream than it's actually. It's like we think that UFO looks like that. It's like a dish. They're like a dish. Their form is like a dish, but actually it's not. Like from cartoons
Mhm.
where get used to it. We are have a habit to think that it looks like a this. But even if I saw it a real UFO, I will not
Yeah.
notice it because or I will it will notice everyone in the world. Like
Hmm.
it's not possible
Okay.
that I saw it.
Yeah. Yeah. Everybody would see it. All the people would see it. That's a logical conclusion. Yeah. And perhaps it is only our minds trying to play tricks on us.
Mm.
Perhaps. Well, anyway, let's move on to something else.
Yes.
Something more touchable, something more human. What about urbanization? How urbanized is Kazakhstan on your point of view? First and foremost, can you define what is urbanization? You know, there are urban areas, countryside area.
Mm.
Urbanization is when we have ceilings, we have
Ah.
streets, we have roads, we have
We are
electrical.
moving from villages
Uh,
to cities. Yes.
yeah, urbanization. That's it, urbanization.
What's the question?
What? Okay, so how urbanized is Kazakhstan in your point of view? And
Ah,
what area is necessary to improve on the matter of urbanization? What's the greatest difficulty as well?
um, in terms of in terms of urbanization, I think our country made huge progress on it. Like in the past. Like in my country we're living we used to live in yurts. It's not even a village. It's a kind of home that we live in a specific period of the in a specific season. Like if in the for example in the south it's too cold. Oh yeah, it's too cold. It's too cold in south and in in like in May it will be warmer
Yeah,
and we used to
seasonal,
move.
right?
Oh
Seasonally, the weather
yes, we move
changes
seasonally, depends on the
seasonally.
weather. But
The
now
weather.
were
more more advanced.
more humanier or more human, I think, and but we still
Uh-huh.
in our blood, so in our blood, so we have a tradition to live
Mm.
in like in our most of our grandmothers, grandfathers are living in kind of villages, but actually not. They're developed villages. They're a
Mhm.
mix of cities or and villages.
Marvelous. Okay, great. You know what? We are already in. Thanks for sharing this your point of view in regards of urbanization. I wish I could ask more questions to you, though. We have limited time here. So taking that into consideration, I would say that urbanization is a matter of access to a resource. Urbanization gives opportunity to people work together. Through organization, people can access more efficiently food, water, energy,
They should do.
education, security, health, medicine, so many things. Urbanization is a facility. It is the way we found it to integrate society. Um,
Not to run like
yeah,
Sydney.
yeah. So, uh, well, so let me just go on here. We are already in 59 minutes right now. So after this talking show, what are you gonna do?
Um, you're asking me what I will do after this lesson.
Yeah, this meeting. Yes.
Um, First of all, I'll have dinner. I because uh, since I didn't eat since I came to my home, was 3 years ago,
3 hours ago.
and
Mhm.
so next I will I will be learning I will be preparing for my IELTS I'm
IL
coming for my IELTS test practicing
exam. Mhm.
examination
I
exam
see.
and next to be honestly time is
Sure.
going time is going like I have only 2 hours for all my needs to do and now of
It's so
course I will
short.
sleep sleep
You
at the
you need to sleep as well.
uh,
Yeah, I wish I could have it every day 48 hours, not only 24 hours. 48 hours. It would be better.
48.
48.
In that case, you will sleep on 20 at 27th p.m. on so on, and
Yeah,
like we will change our habits to get used to
48.
48
Uh,
hours.
yeah, probably people would be sleeping more. They would become more lazy. I don't know. Who knows? Because we are how we are because of the limitations, limitation of time, limitation of energy, limitation of money.
Maybe after 100 years, I like know about something that our year is longer than the past year for a
Yeah,
for a time I
yes,
mean
I knew it because
and
Earth is slowing
maybe
down little by
yes
little. Earth is
slowing
slowing down.
and
Uh,
maybe after hundreds or even billion of years you'll wish will be really
yeah, yeah, accomplished.
little.
It's gonna become reality. Ah, yeah. See, nothing's impossible.
Mm, mm,
Be convinced that everything you think it will happen. It will happen one day, not
mm.
tomorrow, but it will happen one day.
Even if you do not see it will not see it.
Yeah, that's
Like
the
imagine
surprise of
I
the
will
universe. Yeah.
like imagine I want to be there a pony with their how that thing's called. It's a horse with something on there.
Unicorn. Unicorn?
Unicorn, yes. It's spelling that way, as I remember.
Unicorn.
So. maybe in the universe, in the whole universe, there's a unicorn in which can fly.
Actually, a unicorn can easily exist. No, no, hold on. Yeah, it can with genetic manipulation. So it could get
Mm.
uh wings besides it, and yeah, a horn here.
Mm.
Well, it's possible with genetic modification. Maybe in 200 years it's gonna be possible with genetic
Genetic
modification.
modification. Mm. I think
Yes,
we're
it's
not as advanced as we can easily do a lot of modification to genetically at genetic level.
well. I do believe that in less than 1,000 years, we will if technology goes on the space on this speed, we will modify the same way that we will modify any genetics from anybody in the same way we modify a book, maybe a piece of text.
It's a question of ethnic and other stuff because people are not allowing to do it ethnically
Yeah,
because
there are ethical implications too.
like I know you know that I mean you know that how we learn that our bodies is consist 75% of the
Water.
water from water. Um, from I know it's we know it from the World War II when Japan's experiment with people and before it anyone do not even think about it. But after that
The consequences
event,
came.
yes, that event, people started to know it,
Notice it. Yeah,
notice it.
radiation. So
Mm.
yeah, crazy stuff. Anyway, we're gonna keep up this conversation next meeting,
Um,
this topic next meeting. Before I go, do you have any question that you would like to address? Or maybe if
um,
you don't have the question now, you can ask it on the chat box later. That's okay.
I think I'm advancing each day, each lesson. Maybe today I was much more confident about myself, confident myself, and such things. You know what I said? Maybe.
Yeah, yeah. Probably you are more comfortable yourself, and we shall not be shy about our difficulties, mistakes, and problems, challenges, and so on. That's normal to
There was a
grow to
online
learn.
chat. So as before in the now I'm in the 11th grade, but in my ninth grade, I wanted also to learn English. So I don't downloaded video that chat video chat and like imagine you're sitting there like me and you're 15, 14 years old, you're trying to talk with people um without any understanding that will not understand you. You're
It's possible,
all
yeah.
very shy, and I am still that point. I am still that in today's world. In today, like
Hmm.
when I see fluent and natural British people in that chat people, I can't think rightly, right?
You can start like, hey, how are you? I'm fine. And you? Okay, I'm
There,
fine.
I'm
Yeah.
fine. Sounds like fine. There,
Yeah, there
uh,
is not bad, not bad, nothing new. Uh, yeah.
So
Yeah,
anyway, our lesson
it's
is
it's finished. Thank you very much.
expiring.
I will send you the video later. And have a nice
Mm.
evening, Miras. It was a pleasure.
Mm. You too.
See
Bye.
you. Bye bye.
Bye bye.